Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Peter! How are you, my Peter? How's everybody doing today?
Great, great. You?
Good. How is it in Mordor?
Fine. It's
That didn't sound convincing at all.
You got me.
I get ya. I get ya. Peter, come. Oh, there you go. I was gonna say, Peter, come talk to us. Hello, Irene. Hello, Sandstorm. Mr. Mott will be here shortly, I assume. Am I correct, Miss
Yeah, yeah.
Peter? How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you?
Chilling like Bob Dylan.
That's great. So, hi everybody else, and welcome. So, yeah, we're hanging out to wait for Mott. But today I've been sightseeing a bit in Stockholm. It was pretty fun to look at a lot of stuff in town, but there's so much to explore actually. So I was a tourist in my own town.
Did you take some photos for us or what?
Yeah. I have some. I put some photo. I can put it in
The,
the. Yeah,
the pill,
yeah, the pill. Yeah,
the purple pill.
yes. Uh, I can start with one. Here's a picture of the Golden Bridge. Might see it
Very
there.
cool. I never
Yeah,
put the two together that Stockholm syndrome came from Stockholm.
Correct.
exactly. It's
The the the
yeah,
the bridge. The bridge came to the Sweden last year, Peter,
yeah,
from China.
yeah,
That's
exactly.
correct. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's. I think it's this thing when you build your enemy a golden bridge, which he can retreat upon, because in a close corner he's yeah, too much danger for everybody. So you have to build your enemy a golden bridge. So I guess we didn't get the golden bridge from China. So yeah,
What a beautiful picture. Very nice, Peter. It's
yeah,
beautiful there.
yeah. I got some others too. I can let's see if I have something else that can be. I took a picture also of Oxenstierna today. Let's see if I can put it in the same. Let's see where he is. There he is.
Axel Kana, the rock star, correct? He's the rock
Yeah,
star?
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rock
See,
star of
I'm catching
bureaucracy.
on. I'm catching on.
Yeah, yeah. It almost, if you look at the picture, it almost looks like a chess piece. Almost, if you look under. It almost when you're there, it almost looks like it would be like some kind of maybe a queen or a king or I don't know, but it's kind of interesting. And yeah, this is the founder of Stockholm's Bureaucracy. It was it 1653 or yeah, something like 1600.
Is that his house, Peter? Or
No.
his old house?
Yeah, it was his old house that was taken over by. He gave it, I think, to the nobilities. Um, and yeah, so I have to check up on the story, but it's the nobility of the knights, uh, and it has some funny, I think, words in Latin also there on the door, which says, I think it's about art and war. It was the translation, so it's like it's a little bit like uncanny because
Interesting. Ma, did you see the photos that Peter got?
I will check. I will check. Good evening, everybody.
good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Or good morning, or good afternoon, wherever you are. It's gonna be a
Afternoon by me.
beautiful day. This is exciting times. There is nothing happening, so where did you go, Peter? Did you go to the old central bank?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Ständernas bank. Now, yeah, I was in Old Town and taking some photos there, but I have to go back. There's so much there. Um, actually, and we took a boat trip um around Djurgården, so it was also a lot of things to see there. Uh,
Yeah, in your hometown.
yeah, so
Wonderful.
I'm preparing for when the Americans come here, so I should know a little bit more about my hometown. Uh,
Mordor.
I'm coming to Mordor.
yeah, we're gonna get some guides, definitely. Maybe
Yeah,
Mott can come
it's
then.
gonna be a tourist. It's gonna be a tourist attraction. You know, the whole country is gonna be a museum. They gotta have like this. You can buy your Gollum, your Gollum stuff, and get photos with the locals. Oh dear, oh dear. Actually,
Little statues of Axel. Yeah.
yeah, hanging over the king. Actually, Peter, did you notice that on Oxenstierna's old mansion, you could call it, I don't know, that's not even the correct word, but city mansion. Uh, Actually, the insignias are apples, and that is the ship that didn't went down, Tish. That is the ship that actually sailed, that worked. Fine.
Oh, very cool.
That's the sister ship of the Vasa.
Ah,
Also called the
äpplet.
Orb.
Very cool.
It's also called the Orb. The Orb or the apple. Same, same.
Orb or apple?
Same, same. But the orb doesn't really mean apple, but it's sort of a round thing. Can check it out. So that ship actually it fulfilled its years as a warship. Pretty efficient one. Didn't encounter any big battles, but nevertheless, that was a copy of the Vasa, but with better engineering. As I said, the vanity of the rock star got a little carried away there, I think. It didn't even came a full mile before it sank.
How funny. If everyone could retweet the space, let's get a party up in here, if you don't mind. Thank you.
Let's get it going. Yeah, we are not in a hurry. There's still some hour. There's been so many spaces today. I think people are really, really excited about Mr. Trump getting back. President Trump, Commander-in-Chief Trump. He has many names, you know. Orange Man Bad.
Yes, he does. He's a man of many names. That is true. That is very true. He was in New York City when I was a kid. He was known as the Playboy. Literally most eligible bachelor, right? Until he got married. I was very young when he met his first wife, but when you say the name Trump, like everybody turns their head. So to say New York City hates Trump is just a lie. I was there. I remember the respect you got just by saying, you knew somebody in his building or something. So people lie. They lie.
Yeah, it's a narrative. Spin it, spin it, spin it.
I
So
actually spent I'm sorry.
no, say.
I spent a weekend at the Trump Taj Mahal in Atlantic City. And let me tell you something. Want to talk top of the line? The everything is gold. Everything is gold. Even in like the rooms, everything is gold. I mean, he loves his gold. I gotta say, the food, everything. They have a lot of boxing matches there too, but just hanging out, we loved it. It was such a good time. Such a good time. I'm sorry, Peter.
No. It's great. I'm just thinking of the gold. I was thinking.
The Golden Bridge.
Yeah, I was
That is
thinking
the
of. Yeah.
true art of war. That is, it is so epic. Peter and his Golden Bridge. Peter will, well, the singers they had golden shoes actually. This is, and then Trump actually came out with the golden sneaker shoe, sports shoe, special edition.
They're not cheap. I'm gonna go check again how much they are, but last I looked, they were not cheap.
No, of course not.
And people are buying them. They're buying them.
They will go down in history. People will save them and put them in environmental closed cabinets for show. Crazy times. It truly is. I've almost figured out how to run video in the Jumbotron while holding a space as per usual. Almost. I'm not there. I was almost able to stream another space in this space. It worked a couple of times and then it stopped working, and it's lots with the technical stuff. So I've been struggling with that all evening here in Mordorian time. So I'm not sure, but we can of course listen into the Trump space anyway. Doesn't really matter if we can run it in the space or not, but maybe it's solvable to the next time. Audio could still be possible. I'm gonna give it one more shot when we go along and see if it maybe will work, but I'm not sure. So it is epical times. It is. 9 out of 10 Swedes want to go to war, or at least they don't have a clue. It's the same in the US. I was listening to a space with some army people, and they say, back in the day when almost everybody had been in the army and so on, they had the respect and they understood the seriousness of people dying and war and so on. But they said these days it's like we should have kept the draft and so on. And same here. But I don't think we're gonna need so much armies anymore. But for a while still we'll be stuck there. That's the power, the balance of power in the new Cold War era. That's nothing to do about. Actually, we need to understand the true nature of the nuclear weapon, and that's a quote from today's host and speaker. They will do, if I have understood it correctly. Somebody has to help me out if that's not the case. If I've understood it correctly, they will do both, actually, some kind of live running that as a backup, because they are expecting quite many people to that space, which is natural. They have tested for 49 million listeners.
Wow, 49 million?
That seems to be the limit.
That's massive.
I would say that's not gonna happen, but I guess that it will break the unofficial space record by like 10 times, something like that. So I would say 10 million people, maybe more.
No doubt. I would second that. Absolutely.
If it stops there, you don't know, but I remember that Tucker Carlson were like really, really happy about like 7 million after a couple of days. That was like a huge deal back then, long time ago. There's happened so many things since that people have already forgotten that. So it is truly amazing times, I would say, and we are sort of counting down now. That's all we do, and it's just the headlines and the oligarchs and the sub-oligarchs, the Golemites, the orcs. They are really lashing out now. There's one more action, expression, article, radio show, whatever, that they are just getting more and more stupid now. It is desperate times for these people, and it looks pretty much the same in the US. The trolls are almost giving up, and I would say that it's we are in for the big one. We had two big ones. Ukraine moving into the Kursk area. And this is also, the optics on it is like there was one of the main battles of World War II were in Kursk and surroundings, of course, because it was a really big battle. Somewhere between 5,000 and 10,000 tanks, both sides counted. Around 2 million men, both sides counted, and the Nazis lost very substantially. They were defeated, and that was the first domino. Well, one of the first dominoes. That was the, let's say, most important domino that led to the victory for the Red Army in the Second World War. And that was also exactly in Kursk, actually. So that was why they named. If you remember the tragic accident with a submarine that went down outside Norway, north of Norwegian waters, or outside Norwegian waters. That was the name of that in honor of that battle. Of course, many people died on both sides, but it was a very significant. Let's say that the fortune in the art of war went over to the Red Army back then. At that point in time, that was the domino that switched the luck of war, or so that is epic. And of course, for those of you who remember, this is now the second time that artillery or missiles or drones are hitting the nuclear facilities, not the nuclear reactors, but the nuclear facilities in Zaporozhye, which is it's not close by to Kursk, but it's strategically quite important. And this is the region where they tried time and time again to send soldiers in special ops to overtake the Zaporozhye nuclear plant, which is the largest in Europe. It's quite a big one. So this is the second time now that the Ukrainians are shelling, bombing, droning, missiling actually their own their own power supply. The Russians have never stopped supply the Ukrainians with power from that very, very large nuclear power plant. This is something that the media will not ever say that, but that is, as a matter of fact, to let the people live, so to speak, the civilian population. The Russians could have shut it down. They took it over the first day. That was one of their main goals with the first days in 2022. So why they don't, just because they can shut it down, that's not the problem technically. The international EIEA, atomic inspection, you could call it, or nuclear inspection authorities, have been there all along, all the time, to see through it that everything is conducted in a safe manner, and they have reinforced and tried to make it as safe as possible surrounding the reactors as such, and so on. So this was a cooling tower actually that were hit. So I think the aim was maybe not at the reactors, it was around it, but nevertheless it is still one more of those optics that should make people think about the nuclear weapon, nuclear thing, which is a little bit odd, because it might not be that dangerous at all as spoken, if we think about the atomic submarines and so on. And so we have a little bit of myth and legends here that have been, reinforced by, of course, the largest false flag operation ever. And that's Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Pearl Harbor, 9/11, Bay of Gulf of Tonkin, and so on and so forth, of course, but there is nothing at the scale of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, especially with lives lost. It's nothing else is even close when it comes to false flags, not to wars, but to false flags. So we could consider that an evening like this. Oh, Fred, sorry, not Fred. Good
Oh,
evening.
fact.
Fact.
Hey.
Good evening.
Oh, it's no problem. It's no problem. Good evening. I was listening. It's not a problem. I learn a lot from you. Like I found out about you maybe like 2 weeks ago, and I really appreciate the information that you have, the depth of your knowledge of history with respect to the power structure, the different families, and the banking system is something I really enjoy. The one thing I wanted to add to the space was how much I've learned simply from watching everyone react to this man getting ready to speak. And it tells so much. And it's very important to highlight because we've all spent so much energy trying to, figure out what's what, who's who, and arguing with each other back and forth. And this is a rare opportunity, the opportunity being the space between Musk and Trump, rather the reactions of everyone to the space coming up. That's the opportunity for us to look at everyone's behavior. I'm learning so much, like why don't you want this man to speak? Why don't you want him to be able to say anything? Why are you trying to influence our elections and you're in a different country? Why don't you want him to do what you had the liberty to do before 2016 on this platform, but you don't want him to be able to do it? All the information that has come out, all of the declassifications, all of the jury trials that have happened, all the indictments, now we have a chance to speak about these things even after the interview. But I just think, and I'll land here, like I just think it's a very unique opportunity to evaluate everyone's behavior right now as everyone, flips out and panics because they know the dam has broken in the mainstream media, and now we have the voice that they didn't want us to have. It's a good opportunity to analyze these people and point out the hypocrisy because it's absolutely staggering.
The hypocrisy is it is staggering. It truly is. I'm pretty sure that the vice president of Mr. Trump will join as well. So let's see if he wants to talk about Bombadil and Tolkien. We never know. You never know until you know. I think Jade knows quite a lot actually as well. I have not seen. I've not read his book or the Hillbilly Allegedly, but I know that I have downloaded or pinned the movie, so I'm gonna watch the movie for beginners. But let's hope that Mr. Vance will join the conversation and give us some Tolkien. That would be epic, wouldn't it? It's not far-fetched actually, since Mr. Musk, he is also a true fan of Tolkien. I don't know if you know that, but now you know it. So and then of course we will say, oh, Peter Thiel, then he's also. You never know where you have that guy. We will find out sooner or later. We will find out about Peter Thiel.
Yeah, but the funny thing with Thiel was also that he seems to endorse the book Tolkien, and I mean the book The Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I read that today, and I thought like, that's interesting.
Yeah, and he's Dungeons and Dragons, Tolkien. Oh, he's into all that.
Oh yeah.
One of the significant things about Peter Thiel is that in his younger days, when they were playing the D&D, he always wanted to be the game master. Otherwise, he wouldn't play. At least allegedly, according to his friends from the younger days. But anyways, he is. He could be either or. You don't really know. It's his track record is it's something special. It's like Lindsey Graham, more or less. You cannot really tell, if he's when he plays out his fit. It is like, why is he saying that? He's totally. But I think very strong optics, causing a lot of locomotion in the head of people and so on. That's his deal, or his trademark. We will see. But Tisha, you remember we have talked about this. We have one of the four horsemen, so that we should not forget about as well. We have Christopher Miller.
Yes, Chris Miller.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
don't forget about him, because he's been around the corner or the block a couple of times. So let's see where he will end up in this. He said some really strange things. Just the first days when he was appointed to be defense minister in the Trump administration. Early on in 2016, it went very quick. He was the first appointed. That was already settled, and long time before, I would assume.
Five has his hand up, and heads up, guys. I posted down below. Tesla is streaming the interview, so it's down below. Cat fact.
I also had my eye on not Matthew, Chris. What you just said his name, was it Christopher Miller, the acting Secretary of Defense?
Chris Miller, or Christopher C. Miller. He's actually here on Twitter.
Yeah, I follow him. I have my notifications set up, so if he ever puts anything up, I'll catch it. Hopefully they actually work. But one thing that happened recently that caught my attention at that last Trump rally that he had, I want to say it was in Montana. Matthew Whitaker came out and spoke, and I don't really see him out in public too much. So I thought that was kind of interesting that he came out to speak, and my imagination runs wild with what it means, because he's I can't remember the name of the position that he had when Trump was in office, but you knew, like, he had a reputation for being a shaker and a mover with the judicial things that were going on behind the scenes. I think, was he his acting attorney general? Is that what he was? Like, I can't remember exactly what position Matthew Whitaker held, but he's a mover. And he spoke out at one of his rallies recently. I think it was I just wish I knew what it meant, because he's usually pretty low key.
I need to check him out. I'm not sure about him. I can recognize the name, but I need to dig into that. And I can't do it right now. But if somebody have some posts and so on, or some articles about him, dearly appreciate it, to put it in the purple pill, and we can go from there. Tish, you solved the problem. Now, since Tesla,
I did.
Yeah. If I have it on YouTube, no problem. I can, so we can stream. We don't need to change spaces and share with the other 49 million.
Woo, woo, woo.
Woo! So it's not a problem. So we can. And if we are lucky and I get the whole of the string, we might even be able to have some. I don't know. They will probably just show. It's gonna be a sound space, no picture, no video or graphics or so on. So as far as we know, so it doesn't really matter. So we can listen in from here, and then we can. If there is some boring speakers, we can just we can do this. We can
make fun of them. We can make fun of them.
Yeah, or we could maybe, we could hack it, and then we could play this song for them.
That is awesome. I love it, Matt.
Song does too. For some kind of strange reason, he loves that song too.
I absolutely love it.
I got a little bit more hot variant of it, including video, which will be posted in the Purple Pill very soon.
I put a picture of my Viking grandfather below, so you know where he's the one that comes from Lombardy.
I need to update that. I can't see it yet, but anyways, the updated one that will include the Guardians of the Galaxy. No sleep until Brooklyn. No sleep. And Tisha, believe it or not, there is an ant. There is a tree.
An end to what?
An ant. That is the most important creature in the world.
Oh, an ant.
Ants, yeah. One of those walking trees, the tree herders, the tree keepers. You know, they actually are, because without them we would die.
And the bees, right? Don't the bees keep us alive too?
Yeah, they do. It's going a little bit towards that, actually. We have some people here in Sweden having, some responsibility. They have stopped cutting the lawns short. We have lots of this kind of, as you have in certain areas, not all over, but these summer meadows with all of these different flowers that will come actually most naturally where you have grass or the equivalent to grass. You will have these summer meadows, and Actually, they have stopped cutting the grass and use the summer flowers to put them out and let it grow on some locations at least. And that's for the bees. They need the flowers. So
They sure do. They sure do. They need the flowers. There's certain plants in my backyard that they're really attracted to the bees. You know.
yeah, and we need them because they without them we will be in a very bad spot actually. We need to keep an eye on I'm not the slightest worried about the climate. That's for idiots. That is, that's been debunked so many times now that it's just for the real idiots to keep on with that. But the environment we can take care of if we are a little bit smarter. And the waterways, that is also happening. Rivers are turned back to have the natural flows and so on. People have been really stupid, try to change the flow of the rivers, and then they complain when they get into the trouble of getting flooded when they have built where the river was supposed to go. It is quite crazy actually, but it is what it is. So, but we are seeing positive things on that behalf. So we should not complain about that. But I'm not going into the climate issue. It's sort of, is it even worth wasting air of? But I've heard some embassy secretary. They have wildfires in Greece, and there is a embassy secretary that is trying to be some kind of a climate expert, which is quite amusing actually. But it's also so sad that people that should do their job, what they think about the climate, has nothing to do with that. So, but they try to talk about it. They try to be good orcs or dressed or controlled Golemites. It's like sometimes they are in the borderline of it if they are an orc or a Golemite. But anyways,
they banned bags at the grocery stores. Here you can't buy groceries without bags, so you have to bring your own bags. Can you imagine? Because of the climate. Yeah. And and we can recycle them. It makes no sense to me. It's so stupid.
Yeah, we had the same here, of course, quite a long time ago when they they didn't. Here it's like Stockholm bureaucracy. You don't have to ban it. You just have to say we're going to put a tax on it that makes it, so people can buy it. So they banned the plastic bags. And they come up with, some companies, they said, oh, good, we have another concept here. We can make them out of another material, but they will be like a plastic bag. And they banned them too, but they were sort of, So the thing is that is like shooting yourself in both feet, because one of these, thicker bag, the one that you buy, one of those, you need to use it for 25 years. One of those, just an ordinary bag, so to speak, not a grocery bag, but an ordinary one. The ones that you replace them with, or the rougher, tougher, thicker ones. You have to use it in 25 years to get close to just using the ordinary ones with normal consumption and so on.
I
And
wanted
that's
to
for one.
I want to ask you a question because about the plastic bags. I'm originally from California, and I've seen the psychology that supports all of these types of things kind of take hold, and it spreads like wildfire. And I wanted to ask you, like, how did could you give us a small like history lesson on like Stockholm syndrome and how it played out and like how it ended, how it progressed, or did it ever go away, or how long did it take to go away? Like I know what it is, but I don't know how it aged. I don't know what happened afterwards.
There is one more factor to put into that one. That you have the masters of social engineering here. We are the testing ground. Then of course you have to do a certain application for each country where you do this. Some cultures are a little bit rough, harder. So let me put this way. It will come first through Delaware, where you have the Greys of Delaware, aka New Sweden. And then, of course, it will be implemented in California, which is like Mordor in the US, so to speak. It is where you have the Stockholm bureaucracy most implemented. So, I mean, yeah, we just have to see it for what it is. So the Stockholm syndrome is when the victim will sympathize with the abuser or the villain or the tyrant. I know that the secretary will put up an article on that. But this is done also then in combination with something that, and I wish that Brian was here because this is Brian's thing, and he could talk about that. He discovered this by himself, and he has it on his. But he will pop in later on, so we can return to that, and he can give you the details of it. But that is called the comfort model, and those two in combination. Then you have a very submissive and easy to predict and easy to control population. If those spread enough, you will be on top of the game with least effort to keep things going your way, to keep the opinion with you. So that's among the things that has been sort of exported, you could say, and that goes for Antifa, Soros, and all of those things. Where most US people they just stop at Soros. There's nothing above him. Then it's Obama on the other side of it. And you say, well, maybe we could talk about that a little bit. So Soros is a true and true Wallenberg asset from the get-go. That goes for Obama as well. Anybody that claims something else, they are simply not. They have not done their homework. Nobel Prize, Obama. He's been hanging around with the Wallenbergs for quite a while, forth and back. It's quite obvious. And especially since he and Soros are doing sort of their moves in synchronicity or in sync, short to speak. For me, it's quite obvious. I have no problems identifying that pattern, and I think the proofing is there quite good. Just these small things like Biden promoting Raoul Wallenberg to be the second honorary citizen of the US ever. There is 8 in total. And the first one is Winston Churchill, one of the main players behind Pearl Harbor. And then you get to be honorary citizen of the United States. I mean, come on. This Biden did in 81. So he's been a puppet to these guys for quite a long time. 81. Many people in this space were not even born then. I was not old, 81. But now I'm old. So it's a long time ago.
The Patty Hearst story. Patty Hearst, like she was a billionaire's daughter, kidnapped, sympathized with the her captors, and then she was caught on camera robbing banks with them because they, kept telling her over and over and over, right? What they were doing was right and how bad her parents were, the billionaires. Patty Hearst, the Patty Hearst story. There's movies on it and everything.
Yeah. That is, of course, that is part of implementing the Stockholm syndrome into the US population. It's a precursor, before it gets on full speed. Hollywood is just they're always pre-programming so that a generation or two has it in as a scenario that works in the brain. This is storytelling. Oh, Carl Ludwig, where are you? Let's talk about storytelling. Storytelling is the way you do that. That's when you activate, let's say, all 3 parts of the brain. Let's say that the Prussian school, it aims to go on the just with sort of facts, which is not facts but considered by the brain as facts, but not in context. It was this king there, it was this king there, they had a battle, and now we are here. That's sort of the way that they tell the history. So then you don't activate. Then you only activate the frontal cortex of the brain, and the rest. What mass media and everybody else is doing is that they are going for the snake brain, or that where you just have the fear, flight, or fight, those kind of emotions, or hate even will be a combination between those. But if you tell a story or the history to make it interesting, to give it context, to more or less force the center of the brain to start working and create some synapses and so on, then you suddenly will make the critical thinking available. So that this is why we tell the history, and as good as we can, we also are trying to tell a story. And the Swedes that or the Golemites, I would call them, and I don't mean it in a bad way. I mean they just are what they are. So and we will always feel a little bit sorry for Gollum when he goes into the river, the very bad river. But he got his wing at the end, the greed for his precious, my precious one. So this is, well, that is a good story, isn't it? That Tolkien tells.
Well, the ring like takes over, right? Like it takes over their minds.
Yeah, it's the greed. It's the greed. He describes Gollum is actually a description from Tolkien's side on the Swedish people.
So
comes
cool.
quite naturally. Yeah. And how
I
many
bought
people?
the books, Mott, and my son, he goes, "Oh, thank you. You bought me these books." And I was like, "No, they're actually for me." And he stole them. He stole them. I have to go buy a
Yeah,
whole new set. He thought they were for him. Like, why do
yeah,
you want to read about this? I'm like, because I do, and it's my homework, so leave it alone. And no, he took my books.
yeah. I see that as very positive. Because it's you already you are so expendable, Tisha. We are expendables. He's the young one. Let him read the books. And you have the edge now, so now you can tell him things. You can say, "Well, have you? What do you think about Bombadil?"
Well, he said something. He goes, because I played your song in the car. That's the picture I posted of me and him listening to your song in my car. And he goes, "Wait a minute, Tom Bombadil, he's not really, in the story much." I go, "Well, yeah, but he's there and he's always there." And I'm, trying to explain to him what a significant character Bombadil is. And, he's not convinced yet, but I'm still working on him. I'm still working on it.
They will get around. So, how many people eats raw fish? It's the Japanese and the Swedes. That's about it. Well, Eskimos in the tough times. So, Gollum is a good description. Tolkien nails it on that. It's just that you don't want to say that to your to your fellow citizens, but now we have to say it because the time is here now to speak it out. So for reflection, to reflect, and if you follow this, the behavior pattern of Gollum, it actually is a fairly spot on, and especially where he is, because he is in Mordor. He gets stuck in Mordor. He starts out in a nice forest outside Mordor, even if Bombadil rules the big forest, all the forest, the water, woods, and hills. But as soon as he gets to Mordor, he gets, poisoned by the greed and by depth saturation or Sauron all over, and the telegraph tower in Stockholm and the tower in Mordor. It's quite obvious. Tolkien nails it. We just need to recognize it, and it's going to be. I think I truly think that both. I guess that Trump also knows, but especially Vance, Elon, Peter Thiel. Maybe he's coming into the space tonight. Who knows? Lindsey Graham and Peter Thiel,
Wow.
speakers in the space.
That will be.
That would be epic. And they will come clean and say, "Well, we've been working undercover for some decades here, and we have the list of people. It will be posted up in the Jumbotron. This is the people that is going to be."
Wow.
Can you imagine? Oh my God, that's an information nuclear weapon. That's information nuclear weapons.
Yeah, it is. Um, I I wouldn't say that it's something like that is probably not going to happen, but for sure the scenario is not unlikely, and as Elon usually say, that the most likely outcome is the most ironical as well. It's like Murphy's law it's like a Murphy's law reinvented. So Elon is on it. He's really on it.
Karen, did you
We
have
got
a
a
question?
newspaper.
We have a hand, Mr. Mott. Karen?
Yeah, I saw that.
Hello, Mr. Mott and everyone present. A pleasure listening to you. I just wanted to throw in, I'm here reminiscing that I'm 49 and 29 years ago I worked in a bar in London in the East End called the Bricklayers Arms. And I was a very naive little girl from rural Ireland. And we hosted the annual Tolkien Society meeting in the bar. And there was about, if I remember rightly, about 50 of the most fabulous, eccentric looking characters of all age groups, predominantly men, I remember, showed up for this meeting. And I hadn't a clue what they were talking about. They might as well have been speaking Swahili. It made no sense. I hadn't read the book at the time. I knew nothing. And I passed it off as a curiosity, but it always stuck in my mind. And I wish to God that was 29 years ago. I've spent the last 4 years trying to, well, trying to catch up, trying to catch up that had I paid attention 29 years ago. There's one man in particular, he was about 6'4", 6'5", with a fabulous mane of hair who predominantly did kind of like an afro, a white dude with an afro. Who did most of the talking. I couldn't understand, and I still don't, probably 80% of what he was talking about. But I wish to God I'd followed my gut at the time. And I really appreciate you. I was reminiscing and I just wanted to throw that into the mix. I appreciate all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen. It is epic because think about it, that the movies came out for the generation that is now grabbing the powers. Think about it, which age they aimed for when they got the movies out. Without Bombadil, of course. I know that they asked Peter Jackson about it, and he said, well, sort of. Maybe it was, we mentioned him, maybe we could, he's trying to avoid the question. There is very few interviews. Tolkien liked to talk about Bombadil because he left him a secret. He said, he is a secret. You will have to find out by yourself. But he liked to talk about him. Anyway, but it's always cut out of interviews and everything. They even tried to do a hit piece on Bombadil in Vanity Fair of all papers.
Oh, that's right. You said that recently, right? Yeah.
It's quite informative, but they're trying to with a bit of disinformation and put him out of context and so on. They really try, but it is an effort. But and then they attack J.D. Vance on this. I will put this one is well worth a retweet, maybe in the purple pill in tonight's space. And that would be great. I will see if I find this. I have a special question for Mr. Vance. Let's see. I can still make my search function work on X platform if I search in my own tweets. So I have to find it if I have, and I've been lazy because I've not been bookmarking all my own tweets, which is quite stupid. But
Did you notice the publish area? Like, have you been publishing in that spot? I just found it. I didn't even know it was there. There's a publish area. Yeah, I'll find it and I'll show it to you.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. No, I'm not aware of that. I've not checked it. So, but this one I have. It was so recent that I actually had it. So I made a little on that one. So it's up in the Jumbotron. Ba-da-boom. now. And it's quite a serious question, actually. There is many things about it, and it involves also it's a bit of a comparison to when Robert Gates, the former deputy CIA director, was called up to the Honorable William Odom, the NSA boss at that time in '86, after that the scandal with the cryptograph AG was a fact, where the rest of the world found out that the CIA and the BND had been listening into all the conversations on the cryptograph machines and so on to the backdoors, which is not true, but they had to take the blame. It was Ericsson who manufactured this. They had a proxy called Crypto AG, and this is at one point in time, over 120 countries used this for army, secret service, embassies and banks and so on, and for government, of course. They use these machines. And just a few countries, including Sweden, never seen, of course, but including Sweden. So it was more or less the Five Eyes countries, which will expand to the 14 eyes, we could call them now. The same expansion as NATO, sort of ish. So the whole Gladio operation thing is based upon that technology, and that is controlled by Ericsson, by the Wallenberg family, which we will talk about, which is Bombadil, if somebody have not got that. That is Tolkien writing about, well, he's writing an instruction book for the future, but he's also writing about the present, where he was in the 1920s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and so on, in his era, so to speak. So he's describing the Wallenberg family. And they were on top on Wikipedia again for a few days, Tisha. The truth was on Wikipedia, and now it's scrubbed down and it's gone again. The richest family as a family in the world, not as a company, but as a family in the
Yeah,
world. That far.
it's so funny that
no,
you said there was truth, and I'm like, wait a minute, they're gonna get to that. They just didn't catch it yet. That's the thing. Yeah, whenever there's truth,
it's gone again. It's gone again. It's gone again. There is nothing in comparison. There simply isn't. And this is the hard thing, you know. This is the hard thing to explain to especially US people, that, you know, they want to have the big bad boys. They should be living in the US, even if they are the baddest of the baddest. The badasses, even if it's the worst kind of people, they should be in the US, because we are the that's his kind of attitude there. I don't know, but you know, but for sure, again, they scrubbed it. I just heard that, or saw that somebody wrote to me, it's scrubbed again, sort of. Oh, crazy days.
Can't make it up. You just can't.
The Swedish kings of cyber war. That includes Obama. That includes Snowden. It's a very good article. It's very good to read up on that, because it's quite astonishing, actually. If you want to recall, the Snowden thing was about, you know, the US government spying on almost all US citizens. They did it through Sweden. End of story. End of story.
And through Ericsson, correct?
Yeah, to the Wallenbergs, to their technology, to the server, and of course the puppet government. If you think you have a puppet government, well, yeah, I would say that you have easily now these days the later the last 5-10 years, or at least the last 4 years, or maybe a little bit more. The US have sort of you really caught the baton and ran really quickly, because the level of stupidity that you can see in Congress and Senate and all of these kind of wiggly woggly, it's like listening to the Swedish chef in the Muppet Show. Scooty Moody, Hoody Booty, Scooty Moody. They just, they don't. So they have leveled to almost Mordorian standard of bullshitting politicians. But yeah, it's corrupt. It's so corrupt. Your government, but we have had it here for quite a much longer time. So here it's like in the open. At least they are trying.
I knew we were in trouble here. I knew we were in trouble here when I heard Nancy Pelosi say we have to vote for it first to see what's in it. At that point, I knew we were in big trouble.
she, if somebody should be, she's not even lying. That is the thing with Pelosi. She says it quite much straight out. She's not stupid. You can call her what you want, but she's not stupid. So she's just calling it out and testing if people, if they don't refuse, she just goes on. She's like she's like a elephant in a glass store, or sorry, in a china shop. So she just goes for it, and she has done that for like 25 years, 20 years. She's been quite upfront with what she wants to do or not to do, or so nefarious as hell. But she's not even hiding it. That's the deal with Pelosi. She has not she's not even been hiding it. She's just nefarious and a true oligarch, and not hiding it. So why people are not reacting to that? Well, that is a problem. That is the problem. And of course, it looks pretty much the same here. So even worse. That is the Stockholm bureaucracy.
Yeah. So Matt and the other guys, what do you think about that the EU has threatened Musk with legal consequences if it does not prevent the spread of what they label as disinformation, because of because they're demanding Elon to censor Donald Trump during their upcoming interview.
Well, I can put out a sound clip with Elon to answer. I can let Elon answer that by himself. Give us a second here. I can get Elon to answer.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's so
I think
funny.
he might say the same thing he said to Bob Iger.
Go F yourself.
I have it. Give me 1 second. I just need to find it. I have quite a few clips with. We go for the short one.
Don't advertise.
You don't want them to advertise?
No.
What do you mean?
If somebody's going to try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money, go fuck yourself.
But
go fuck yourself. Is that clear? I hope it is. Hey, Bob, if you're in the audience.
Well, what do you do?
F-Y.
I understand that, but there's a reality too. Right?
Yes. No.
I mean, Linda
no,
Yaccarino's right here, and she's got to sell advertising.
Absolutely. So, totally. No. Actually, what this advertising boycott is going to do, it's going to kill the company.
And do you think that
and the whole world will know that those advertisers killed the company, and we will document it in great detail.
But those advertisers, I imagine, are going to say, we didn't kill the company.
Oh yeah.
They're going to say,
tell it to Earth.
But they're going to say, Elon, that you killed the company because you said these things, and that they were inappropriate things, and that they didn't feel comfortable on the platform, right? That's what they're going to say.
And let's see how Earth responds to that.
Let's see how Earth responds
Earth,
to that.
I love it.
They didn't even know how to respond. He sounded like a petulant child, a bully in a sandbox that finally had somebody stand up to him, and he was in shock. He didn't even know what to do. Like, what do I do with this man that doesn't care about my words? I don't know what to do. He was in pure shock.
Yeah. And the funny thing is that when you say Bob, and that is I think it's Disney's managing director for commercials, and he's in the room. You think you can
Hi,
get
Bob.
me with money? Hi, Bob. Oh my God! Yeah, it's not about money. It's actually about the control of money. When it comes to the end of the day. And I think Elon is telling us that time and time again. You never know where you have him, because he's like, he has to play his part of whatever this is, or he's just shooting from the hip. I don't know. But I don't think he wakes up every morning and not knowing what is, happening in the world. I would find that rather unlikely. So let's hope that he's read his Tolkien, that he, he's put out pictures when he have it on his bedroom table and bedside table and so on. So, I mean, he knows it, and he refers to it when he speaks as well, so it's like, we have to find a common ground, so to speak.
I think that it would be nice if Mike Lindell also can make the the bed sheets with Tolkien motifs.
Yeah, the Tolkien edition.
Exactly.
Maybe Samwise. Frodo, it's worth fighting for, even if we die. Some things are worth fighting for, even if the risk is so. That's Samwise Gamgee. Samwise is you have all the characters there. You have the whole storyline. You have the villain. You have everything. And it's based upon the values, you could say, the values of the Finnish national epos called the Kavela, which I recommend you to read after the Fed is gone and the world have sort of twisted itself around. Then you can read it, and hopefully you will be able to transfer that knowledge to coming generation. The Lord of the Rings are good enough, if you read it as it should be read, according to me. But the Kavela is a larger chunk. But Tolkien were very fascinated about the Kavela, which is mouth-to-mouth history, and caught before it went away totally. Written down, saved, and many of the important pieces of storytelling, of moral values, principle values, the will to sacrifice the thinking for future generations and so on. It is there, and as well, it's ever present in the Lord of the Rings books as well. So, and believe me, all of this, all of these people you see that are even the nefarious people, they have read about, the Greek. They have gone to all these fancy schools where they learn these kind of things, so that they can maneuver other people that has not got that knowledge. But the more we talk about this, the more people will understand the mythology, the Greek mythology, the Nordic mythology, which is even more sophisticated. Actually, in many senses, actually it is so spoken, so written, that if you are having the decode, it is a instruction book of how to rule. But if you have not the decode, you will see it. You will read it as a instruction book to put you in fear and put you underneath. It's very skillfully done if you look at it both ways, and you can see it for what it is. So it's worthwhile. And then we have the fantastic book saga, which we will. I think Tony will participate in that space that I can see lurking around here. And we could talk about the box saga, but that is not for today. But for another day, we can say, for another day. That is quite good. I will post it in the pill because it's all about that. And for another day, it's Avicii, Tim Bylund. Let's put it in the pill.
Yeah. And may I remind everyone to please retweet the space if you like Tolkien.
And
And
if you
Trump.
like Elon and Trump, yeah.
Exactly.
And Avicii. And Avicii.
You have to have this combination. Otherwise, don't retweet the space.
Yeah. Otherwise, no way. Let's see. I'm gonna try to find it here. I'm not sure where I have it. I have so much. Oh, I found it. I'm gonna put the video there. For another day. So when we get a little bit boring here, just go into the Jumbotron, listen to For Another Day. The video is terrifying, but it's and he died young as well, as many others have done. Many others. Yeah, it seems to be working. When the children turns out to be a commodity, something you trade with, then the society has broken. And it's never been worse than today.
Never. Hey, Skull. I'm gonna throw you a mic if you could accept it. It's never been worse than this, I don't think.
No. And that is simply by the numbers, because we are so many people now compared to just 80 years ago. We have quadrupled or even more the world population in order to backfill the banksters' Ponzi scheme of central banking and to feed this little percent of parasites, or whatever you want to call them. We don't have a name for it, so it doesn't really matter. But it is what it is, and hopefully it will come to an end. There is viewer discretion on that video, but Avicii, I think he knew quite a lot. And allegedly both he and some of his friends were making something more. And both of his friends also died young. And just by same coincidence as the Golden Bridge were placed in Stockholm, the Ericsson Globe changed name to Avicii Arena 2022, I think. Peter, you have to correct me if I'm wrong.
I have to look that up.
Yeah, 2022, 2021, doesn't really matter.
So the video is viewer discretion?
Yeah, it is.
Is
But
it violent?
Twitter has not put it down. Yeah, very violent. But
I think I saw it, but I'll watch it again.
yeah, watch and share.
Absolutely.
Because the backstory there is
Tony grabbed a mic. Hi, Tony. How are you today? Maybe you can't hear me. Tony, can you hear me? I don't think so.
I don't hear Tony also, but it was 2023 when they changed the names. It said here from Globe Arena to Avicii Arena, I guess.
I have a question for you guys. How old was Avicii when he died? Was he 27 like all the rest of the bunch?
Oh, good
something
question.
like that. Maybe he was a couple of years older than that, but not much. I will check. Give me 2 seconds. I will have it here.
So many famous 27 years olds has died here.
Yeah, all of the 60s rock and rollers died at 27. Or went into witness protection, one or the other.
Yeah.
We'll never know, right?
No, the
29.
famous 27-year-olds. But
It went to be 29.
29,
okay. Tony.
Okay, then I know. Thank you.
That would be a cool space to talk about, Laurel Canyon. What the shenanigans that went on up there. Oof.
Definitely.
Yeah. Laurel Canyon is, of course, something that our Dear Secretary have made some very good posts about, so we will see it in the Jumbotron quite soon, I hope. Get the thumbs up there.
Interview starts in 1 minute.
Yeah, I'm getting ready for I'm just gonna get Tim out there. Yeah, I'm just putting the Wikipedia, so don't believe what you read. But the Wikipedia is underneath the video. And then you have to Google and research a little bit for yourselves. I'm going into the video right now to the live stream, so we will have sound at least in a few seconds. Hang on.
So everybody, please tighten your space suits.
Buckle in, guys. You're in for a ride.
I would say so. I'm going to see if I get sound on it. It should be working fine, but you never know.
Oh my God, Mod. Sorry, so sorry if you're recording. I just went into the Trump's space that opened up, and it shut down like right away. I don't know. It might just be that I can't fetch the space. There was already 36,000 in the space, so
36,000.
I believe they're about to have a problem. They're going to stress test X tonight.
They have actually done a simulation, 49 millions.
Oh boy.
Oh boy is right.
Political landscape change in the coming decades. What's the future of social speech on the internet? You'll see Elon Musk present his vision of a technological utopia, while Donald Trump defends traditional values and national interests. This interview isn't just a conversation between two influential people. It's a dialogue that could shape the direction of our civilization for years to come. Expect unexpected turns, tough questions, and possibly uncomfortable.
It's a good thing that we have the live stream up and running then. Thank you, Tish, for finding that one. So we will have a live stream of the space, Brian. And Brian, it will be dearly appreciated if you could get the comfort model up in the Jumbotron. That would be dearly appreciated as well.
He went to the bathroom, but we will DM him.
What will happen when their worlds collide? We'll find out soon. Be among the first to see this historic interview. Share this announcement with your friends. This is something you can't afford to miss.
Boom.
I bet he's checking that space out for us.
He will sit down for an interview on Monday.
A lot of people are talking about that. I look forward to it. That'll be done on Monday night.
I have a little bit problem with the sound.
Ladies
here,
and gentlemen,
you
brace yourselves for an unprecedented event in the world of media and politics. For the first time ever, two titans of our era will meet face to face. The visionary of technological progress, Elon Musk, and the unpredictable political heavyweight, Donald Trump. This isn't just an interview. It's a collision of two worlds, two philosophies, two visions for the future of humanity. Elon Musk, a man whose ambitions stretch far beyond Earth. The founder of SpaceX and Tesla, he dreams of colonizing Mars and revolutionizing the energy sector. His name has become synonymous with innovation and progress. Donald Trump, the 45th President of the United States, a businessman whose name is known to everyone, a man who shook the foundations of American politics and left an indelible mark on the country's history. His slogan, "Make America Great Again," divided society into two camps. What will happen when these two charismatic personalities come face to face? What sparks will fly from their dialogue? In this exclusive interview, you'll hear their opinions on the most pressing issues of our time. What will the energy landscape of the future look like? Renewable sources or traditional fossil fuels? What role will artificial intelligence play in our lives? Threat or salvation for humanity? Should mankind reach for the stars or focus on earthly problems? How will the political landscape change in the coming decades? What's the future of social media and freedom of speech on the internet? you'll see Elon Musk present his vision of a technological utopia, while Donald Trump defends traditional values and national interests. This interview isn't just a conversation between two influential people. It's a dialogue that could shape the direction of our civilization for years to come. Expect unexpected turns, tough questions, and possibly uncomfortable answers. Be prepared for your own worldview to be challenged after watching this interview. Don't miss the chance to witness a historic moment. This video will become the subject of discussions and analysis by experts worldwide. The premiere is coming soon. Stay tuned for our announcements so you don't miss the exact date and time of the interview's release. Elon Musk and Donald Trump, two men who aren't afraid to dream big and bring their ideas to life. What will happen when their worlds collide? We'll find out soon. Be among the first to see this historic interview. Share this announcement with your friends. This is something you can't afford to miss.
Musk is set to interview Donald Trump on Monday.
Donald Trump says he will sit down for an interview on Monday.
A lot of people are talking about it. I look forward to it. That'll be done on Monday night.
Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves for an unprecedented event in the world of media and politics. For the first time ever, two titans of our era will meet face to face. The visionary of technological progress, Elon Musk, and the unpredictable political heavyweight, Donald Trump. This isn't just an interview. It's a collision of two worlds, two philosophies, two visions for the future of humanity. Elon Musk, a man whose ambitions stretch far beyond Earth. The founder of SpaceX and Tesla, he dreams of colonizing Mars and revolutionizing the energy sector. His name has become synonymous with innovation and progress. Donald Trump, the 45th President of the United States, a businessman whose name is known to everyone, a man who shook the foundations of American politics and left an indelible mark on the country's history. His slogan, "Make America Great Again," divided society into two camps. What will happen when these two charismatic personalities come face to face? What sparks will fly from their dialogue? In this exclusive interview, you'll hear their opinions on the most pressing issues of our time. What will the energy landscape of the future look like? Renewable sources or traditional fossil fuels? What role will artificial intelligence play in our lives? Threat or salvation for humanity? Should mankind reach focus on earthly problems? How will the political landscape change in the coming decades? What's the future of social media and freedom of speech on the internet? You'll see Elon Musk present his vision of
Får hoppas att de kommer igång snart här, men de räknar ner igen. New down count. Sorry, speaking Swedish there. The down count has restarted.
Unexpected turns, tough questions, and possibly uncomfortable answers. Be prepared for your own worldview to be challenged after watching this interview.
I think they have some slight technical problems, but what we can see, it says it's going to start very soon. Don't miss it. So it's going to be there.
Elon Musk and Donald Trump, two men who aren't afraid to dream big and bring their ideas to life. What will happen when their worlds collide? We'll find out soon. Be among the first to see this historic interview. Share this announcement with your friends. This is something you can't afford to miss.
Musk is set to interview Donald Trump on Monday.
Donald Trump says he will sit down for an interview on Monday.
A lot of people are talking about it. I look forward to it.
Let's
That'll
see.
be done on Monday night.
Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves for an unprecedented event in the world of media and politics. For the first time ever, two titans of our era will meet face to face. The visionary of technological progress, Elon Musk, and the unpredictable political heavyweight, Donald Trump. This isn't just an interview. It's a collision of two worlds, two philosophies, two visions for the future of humanity. Elon Musk, a man whose ambitions stretch far beyond Earth. The founder of SpaceX and Tesla, he dreams of colonizing Mars and revolutionizing the energy sector. His name has become synonymous with innovation and progress. Donald Trump.
I'm not sure when they're getting ready to rock and roll. It just says soon on the screen now.
Shook the foundations of American politics and left an indelible mark on the country's history. His slogan, "Make America Great Again," divided society into two camps. What will happen when these two charismatic personalities come face to face? What sparks will fly from their dialogue? In this exclusive interview, you'll hear their opinions on the most pressing issues of our time. What will the energy landscape of the future look like? Renewable sources or traditional?
It's strange with the streams right now, actually. I have two different ones.
Threat or salvation for humanity? Should mankind reach for the stars or focus on earthly problems? How will the political landscape change in the coming decades? What's the future of social media and freedom of speech on the internet? You'll see Elon Musk present his vision of a technological utopia, while Donald Trump defends traditional values and national interests. This interview isn't just a conversation between two influential people. It's a dialogue that could shape the direction of our civilization for years to come. Expect unexpected turns, tough questions, and possibly uncomfortable answers. Be prepared for your own worldview to be challenged after watching this interview. Don't miss the chance to witness a historic moment. This video will become the subject of discussions and analysis by experts worldwide. Can't afford to miss.
That'll be done on Monday night.
Never. This
Do we have a technical problem?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think they have some technical problems in getting the space up and running.
Okay.
What?
They probably are halting the live. We are just in a kind of a commercial loop there, or they are just looping that one for the moment being. So we just have to be patient.
What?
But it seems like we are on the right. Tisha found a good link there, so we have it up and running on the YouTube.
Mott, do you hear Tony?
Running a loop there right now, for what I can see at least.
What, are you there?
I'm going to check what Fox is saying.
I don't think he hears you, Tony.
Okay, but I thought that he could speak a little bit about the Tesla, the car, the Tesla. What was the first name of the company for Tesla, and what weapon shield was the pronounced to be on that car.
Okay.
This announcement with your friends.
It was called Ericsson Tesla from the beginning. What a coincidence! And the weapon shield was Axel.
Fox is also running their promo, so everybody's just running the promos, waiting.
Matt, do you hear me? Okay.
So right now we are not in the comfort model, or are we? Maybe. Who knows?
The future of humanity. Musk. Under a place act that he dreams of the revolutionizing the energy sector.
So, testing once again. Matt, are you there? Okay, we got some technical issues. So, we'll just have to wait it out, I guess.
Into two camps. When these two charismatic from their dialogue. In this exclusive interview, you'll hear their opinions on the most pressing issues of our time. What will the energy landscape of the future look like? Renewable sources or traditional fossil fuels? What role will artificial intelligence play in our lives? Threat or salvation for humanity? Should mankind reach for the stars or focus on problems? How will the political landscape change in the coming decades? Of social media and freedom of speech on the internet will seem to be
they are not up and running yet. I'm just sitting with the commercials in the ear and waiting here. But 6 minutes late, and the space was up, and then it crashed. I tried to open it. I could not get anything. Just went blank. So
stay tuned for our announcements so you don't miss the exact date and time of the release. Musk and Donald, two men afraid to dream big. Bring their ideas to life. What will happen when their numbers collide? We'll find out soon. You'll be the first to see this historic interview. Share this announcement with your friends. This is something you can't afford to miss.
So we just have to wait. Simple as that. If we start any big discussions now, we're probably gonna end up having to let them down.
Morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone joining us from around the world. It's absolutely fantastic to be here today.
Here we go.
In a moment when the digital landscape is evolving faster than ever before. We stand at the threshold of a new era where technologies like blockchain are not only transforming industries, but also reshaping the very fabric of our economic systems. Today, I'm thrilled to share with you an exciting venture Tesla is embarking on, a venture that will accelerate the adoption and appreciation of cryptocurrencies worldwide. We believe in a future where digital currencies play a key role in our lives, enhancing the efficiency, transparency, and inclusivity of financial transactions. To celebrate this event and show our appreciation to you, our esteemed followers, I am delighted to announce a special cryptocurrency giveaway. Our blockchain infrastructure ensures there are no geographic restrictions, allowing everyone to be part of this transformational event. We understand this is a unique occasion, and you might have questions or need assistance. That's why we've arranged 24/7 support on our event website. If you have any questions or need help with the participation process, don't hesitate to reach out to us. Now, let's address an important topic. As many of you know, there was a recent assassination attempt on Donald Trump during his campaign rally in Pennsylvania. I fully support Trump in the upcoming U.S. presidential election and wish him a speedy recovery. America needs a strong and decisive leader, and I believe Trump is that person. I admire his courage and resilience. The Secret Service, which failed to prevent the attack on Trump, must reassess its actions. We cannot allow such incidents to continue. Unfortunately, I have also been targeted in 2 assassination attempts over the past 8 months, highlighting the need for enhanced security. I want to announce that I am allocating a significant sum of money to Trump's campaign through America PIAC to support him at this crucial moment. I am confident that together we can make America strong and prosperous. Returning to our event, I want to remind our audience of the importance of participating in our cryptocurrency giveaway. Visit our event website or scan the QR code on the screen. This is your opportunity not only to double your cryptocurrency holdings, but also to be part of a larger movement towards financial inclusivity and innovation. Tesla has always aimed to be at the forefront of technology, and our journey into the crypto ecosystem is no exception. Our investment in Bitcoin was not just an opportunity for capitalization, but a statement of belief in the long-term value and impact of cryptocurrencies. We made a strategic decision to invest a significant portion of our cash reserves in Bitcoin, making not just a statement, but affirming our trust in digital currencies as a store of value and medium of exchange. Our efforts to accept cryptocurrencies as payment for Tesla products were a bold step towards integrating digital currencies into everyday transactions. Though this path has not been easy, our goal remains clear: to foster the adoption of cryptocurrencies in mainstream commerce. This project reflects our belief in the efficiency, security, and convenience that cryptocurrency transactions can bring to our customers. Moreover, Tesla is exploring the potential of blockchain technology to enhance our sustainability efforts. From tracking the supply chain for our battery materials to ensuring the ethical sourcing of components, blockchain can offer unparalleled transparency and traceability. This not only aligns with our commitment to sustainability, but also demonstrates the versatile applications of blockchain beyond financial transactions. So, to celebrate this historic event, we prepared something special for you. Right now, we are offering to double your cryptocurrency. Yes, you heard that right. All you need to do is scan the QR code appearing on the screen for our online viewers. Once you scan it, you will immediately gain access to a secure site where you can easily double your Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, or USDT. Just follow the simple instructions to transfer the required amount to the given address. And within about 5 minutes, your cryptocurrency wallet will be credited with the doubled deposit. Imagine sending just 0.1 Bitcoin and getting 0.2 in return, or transferring 1 Ethereum and seeing your balance double to 2. It's that simple, transparent, and it can truly change your life. There are no age or nationality restrictions, so anyone around the world can participate. Just keep in mind that you can only make 1 transfer for each cryptocurrency. For instance, you can make 1 Bitcoin transfer and 1 Ethereum transfer, but you cannot make multiple transfers in 1 cryptocurrency more than once. We have allocated a massive amount of 1,000 Bitcoins, 1,000 Ethereums, 10 million USDT, and an incredible 100 million Dogecoins for doubling your deposits. But these amounts are limited, so don't miss your chance. Scan the QR code now. This initiative is supported by nearly all major crypto investors and elite companies such as Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink, Coinbase, Bybit, Binance, and Robinhood. It's all done to allow their massive user bases to participate in today's cryptocurrency frenzy. You all recognize the significance of this event and the enormous resources we've put into it. It's a game changer for Tesla and the entire crypto financial market. Be part of history. Just scan that QR code. In addition to our giveaway, I want to emphasize the importance of blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies for our future. These technologies can significantly enhance transparency and efficiency, making them ideal for use in various industries, including sustainable energy and transportation. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone joining us from around the globe. It's absolutely fantastic.
They are running an old interview with Elon, and they are saying that the live interview will start in 27 minutes. So I think we can chill a little bit and get on with the space for the moment being. They have probably some nasty problems. I will keep an eye on it for the moment, but let's get on with the space and see if we can get it rolling.
Mott, can you hear me? Mott, can you hear
I'm going to check the X space as well to see if that is maybe.
Mott, can you hear Tony?
Mott?
Wait a minute. I'm losing sound here. Hang on.
I fully support Trump in the upcoming U.S. presidential election and wish him a speedy recovery. America needs a strong and progressive leader.
It was a whole lot to take care of here, but what did you say, Peter?
Can you hear Tony?
Hey, Mott, do you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, great.
Mott, can't you, in the meanwhile, when we are waiting, can't you take a little bit of the history of the Tesla car? What name it had before Elon came in, and what the weapon shield was the car's name and the car's sign.
Well, you know it quite good, so go ahead, Tony. I think you know the Tesla as well as anybody.
Yeah, I know that when before Elon went into that Tesla car, it was called Ericsson Tesla. What a surprise! By mistake or whatever. And the weapon shield was the sign of the car was the family sign for Axel Oxenstierna. That's a little bit.
You can't make shit like that up.
No, or is it possibly shit or is it good?
We don't know. We don't know, but yeah.
It's a little bit fun to know that history about Tesla and that car.
Yeah, it is. It is a fantastic logo on the first company. See if I find. I'm trying to find a article on it.
And maybe that the SpaceX also have technology from Ericsson. That is.
Oh yeah. Of course they have. This is a matter. We are back to what I've been saying all the time, that this generation have realized, and they've been on it for a long time. I'm trying to find it here.
Transferring 1 Ethereum and seeing your balance double to 2. It's that simple, transparent, and it can truly change your life. There are no age or nationality restrictions, so anyone around the world can participate. Just keep in mind that you can only make one transfer for each cryptocurrency. For instance, you can make 1 Bitcoin transfer and 1 Ethereum transfer, but you cannot make multiple transfers in one cryptocurrency more than once. We have allocated a massive amount of 1,000 Bitcoins, 1,000 Ethereums, 10 million USDT, and an incredible 100 million Dogecoins for doubling your deposits. But these amounts are limited, so don't miss your chance. Scan the QR code now. This initiative is supported by nearly all major crypto investors and elite companies such as Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink, Coinbase, Bybit, Binance, and Robinhood. It's all done to allow their massive user bases to participate in today's cryptocurrency frenzy. You all recognize the significance of this event and the enormous resources we've put into it. It's a game changer for Tesla and the entire crypto financial market. Be part of history. Just scan that QR code. In addition to our giveaway, I want to emphasize the importance of blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies for our future. these technologies can significantly enhance transparency and efficiency, making them ideal for use in various industries, including sustainable energy and transportation. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone joining us from around the globe. It's absolutely
I can't find
intersection of innovation and
a good article on it, Tony, but there is a very, very early company, yes. I know that for sure. And believe it or not, the first Tesla cars that were actually the roadsters, there were quite many of them at the racetracks in Norway. Of all places in the world, they choose to have quite a bunch of Teslas for test driving in Norway, one of the smallest countries on earth. There were quite a lot of Teslas there, actually, back in the day, long time ago. They were pretty crappy then. Fun to drive, but the quality was well. But they kept them for quite a few years there. They are still standing here. They have some of them in the museum on one of the racetracks in Norway, actually. That was like chassis numbers 5, 6, and 8, something like that. I think that I actually be at least. We didn't. We were not allowed to drive it on the track, but we took a test drive in the surroundings in number 8 or something like that. Glory days. Long time ago at Våler racetrack. Let's see if I find some pictures there. That could be interesting. Can I do Google that?
Highlighting the need for enhanced security. I want to announce that I am allocating a significant sum of money to Trump's campaign through America PIAC to support him at this crucial moment.
90 minutes to live interview. Let's see if I can find some.
I want to remind our audience of the importance of participating in our cryptocurrency giveaway. Visit our event website on the screen. This is your opportunity not only to double your cryptocurrency holdings, but also to be part of a larger movement towards financial inclusivity and innovation. Tesla has always aimed to be at the forefront of technology, and our journey into the crypto ecosystem is no exception. Our investment in Bitcoin was not just an opportunity for capitalization, but a statement of belief in the long-term value and impact of cryptocurrencies. We made a strategic decision to invest a significant portion of our cash reserves in Bitcoin, making not just a statement, but affirming our trust in digital currencies as a store of value and medium of exchange. Our efforts to accept cryptocurrencies as payment for Tesla products were a bold step towards integrating digital currencies into everyday transactions. Though this path has not been easy, our goal remains clear: to foster the adoption of cryptocurrencies in mainstream commerce. This project reflects our belief in the efficiency, security, and convenience that cryptocurrency transactions bring to our customers. Moreover, Tesla is exploring the potential of blockchain technology to enhance our sustainability efforts. From tracking the supply chain for our battery materials to ensuring the ethical sourcing of components, blockchain can offer unparalleled transparency and traceability. This not only aligns with our commitment to sustainability, but also demonstrates the versatile application.
Jag får nästan fråga Grock om han kan hitta några bilder på det.
To celebrate this historic event, we prepared something special for you. Right now,
det är ju ett tag sedan.
Your cryptocurrency. Yes, you heard that right. All you need to do is scan the QR code appearing on the screen for our online viewers. Once you scan it, you will immediately gain access to a secure site where you can easily double your Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, or USDT. Just follow the simple instructions to transfer the required amount to the given address. And within about 5 minutes, your cryptocurrency wallet will be credited with the doubled deposit. Imagine sending just 0.1 Bitcoin and getting 0.2 in return, or transferring 1 Ethereum and seeing your balance double to 2. It's that simple, transparent, and it can truly change your life.
Det kanske ska vara så svårt att hitta gamla grejer.
So anyone around the world can participate. Just keep in mind that you can transfer for each cryptocurrency.
Musk har tweetat ut ett meddelande att han har stora problem. Jag tänkte försöka lägga upp det i jumbotronen. Du kanske redan har fått det. Ska se, Tisha skickade det till mig. Hon kan inte komma... Oh, sorry. I'm gonna switch to English. We have major technical issues, and Elon Musk has tweeted out a message about that for all the spaces, and I'm gonna try to put this message up in the Jumbotron, and also our co-host cannot access and come back to our space.
Be part of history, just scan that QR code.
Oh, that's so bad.
I want to emphasize
What is happening?
blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies for our future. These technologies can significantly enhance transparency and efficiency, making them ideal for use in various industries, including sustainable energy and transportation. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone joining us from around the globe. It's absolutely fantastic to be here today at the intersection of innovation and finance in a moment when the digital landscape is evolving faster than ever before. We stand at the threshold of a new era where technologies like blockchain are not only transforming industries, but also reshaping the very fabric of our economic systems. Today, I'm thrilled to share with you an exciting venture Tesla is embarking on, a venture that will accelerate the adoption and appreciation of cryptocurrencies worldwide. We believe in a future where digital currencies play a key role in our lives, enhancing the efficiency, transparency, and inclusivity of financial transactions. To celebrate this event and show our appreciation to you, our esteemed followers, I am delighted to announce a special cryptocurrency giveaway. Our blockchain infrastructure ensures there are no geographic restrictions, allowing everyone to be part of this transformational event. We understand this is a unique occasion, and you might have questions or need assistance. That's why we've arranged 24/7 support on our event website. If you have any questions or need help with the participation process, don't hesitate to reach out to us. Now, let's address an important topic. As many of you know, there was a recent assassination attempt on Donald Trump during his campaign rally in Pennsylvania. I fully support Trump in the upcoming U.S. presidential election and wish him a speedy recovery. America needs a strong and decisive leader, and I believe Trump is that person. I admire his courage and resilience. The Secret Service, which failed to prevent the attack on Trump, must reassess its actions. We cannot allow such incidents to continue. Unfortunately, I have also been targeted in 2 assassination attempts.
De hade hittat några Tesla som hade blivit kvarglömda av roadsten av den första i Kina. Som hade köpts in där av en bilfabrikant som hade gått i konkurs eller glömt bort dem, som har stått i 13 år. De köptes tillbaka till USA, så de ska renovera dem där då. De hade inte gått många meter någon av dem, uppenbarligen, men däremot så hade de ju fått lite skador av att stå i container i 13 år då. Så ja, det var lite intressant.
Investment in Bitcoin was not just an opportunity for capitalization, but a statement of belief in the long-term value and impact of cryptocurrencies. We made a strategic decision to invest a significant portion of our cash reserves in Bitcoin, making not just a statement, but affirming our trust in digital currencies as a store of value and medium of exchange. Our efforts to accept cryptocurrencies as payment for Tesla products were a bold step towards integrating digital currencies into everyday.
It seems like our Jumbotron is not working, but let's see here. But Elon Musk tweeted out this from 9 minutes ago. There appears to be a massive DOS attack on X, working on shutting it down. Worst case, we will proceed with a smaller number of live listeners and post the conversation later. So you can find the information in the purple pill. We couldn't put it up in the Jumbotron.
So, to celebrate this historic event, we prepared something special for you. Right now, we are offering to double your cryptocurrency. Yes, you heard that right. All you need to do is scan the QR code appearing on the screen for our online viewers. Once you scan it, you will
Indeed, so.
to a secure site where you can easily double your Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, or USD.
Yeah, I'm trying to find some more stuff about that, but there's so much from about Tesla, and what I'm looking for is like 2007, 8, something like that. 9, maybe. They were very early there.
There are no age or nationality restrictions, so anyone around the world can participate. Just keep in mind that you can only make one transfer for each cryptocurrency. For instance, you can make one Bitcoin transfer and one Ethereum transfer, but you cannot make multiple transfers in one cryptocurrency more than once. We have allocated a massive amount of 1,000 Bitcoins, 1,000 Ethereums, 10 million USDT, and an incredible 100 million Dogecoins for doubling your deposits. But these amounts are limited, so don't miss your chance. Scan the QR code now. This initiative is supported by nearly all major crypto investors and elite companies such as Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink, Coinbase, Bybit, Binance, and Robinhood. It's all done to allow their massive user bases to participate in today's cryptocurrency frenzy. You all recognize the significance of this event and the enormous resources we've put into it. It's a game changer for Tesla and the entire crypto financial market. Be part of history. Just scan that QR code. In addition to our giveaway, I want to emphasize the importance of blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies for our future. These technologies can significantly enhance transparency and efficiency, making them ideal for use in various industries, including sustainable energy and transportation.
So old stuff.
Good evening to everyone joining us from around the globe. It's absolutely fantastic to be here today at the intersection of innovation and finance in a moment when the digital landscape is evolving faster than ever before. We stand at the threshold of a new era where technologies like blockchain are not only transforming industries, but also reshaping the very fabric of our economic systems. Today, I'm thrilled to share with you an exciting venture Tesla is embarking on, a venture that will accelerate the adoption and appreciation of cryptocurrencies worldwide. We believe in a future where digital currencies play a key role in our lives, enhancing the efficiency, transparency, and inclusivity of financial transactions. To celebrate this event and show our appreciation to you, our esteemed followers, I am delighted to announce a special cryptocurrency giveaway. Our blockchain infrastructure ensures there are no geographic restrictions, allowing everyone to be part of this transformational event. We understand this is a unique occasion, and you might have questions or need assistance. That's why we've arranged 24/7 support on our event website. If you have any questions or need help with the participation process, don't hesitate to reach out to us. Now, let's address an important topic. As many of you know, there was a recent assassination attempt on Donald Trump during his campaign rally in Pennsylvania. I fully support Trump in the upcoming U.S. presidential election and wish him a speedy recovery. America needs a strong and decisive leader, and I believe Trump is that person. I admire his courage and resilience. The Secret Service, which failed to prevent the attack on Trump, must reassess its actions. We cannot allow such incidents to continue. Unfortunately, I have also been targeted in 2 assassinations.
Hang on for a minute. Let's see if there is something going on here.
I want to announce that I am allocating a significant sum of money to Trump's campaign through America PIAC to support
Could it be the EU threats about the space?
America strong and prosperous.
What?
Returning to our event, I want to remind our audience of the importance of participating.
Yeah, maybe so, maybe so. I'm gonna check out the YouTube channel now and see if they are getting it up and running on YouTube at least.
Yeah.
Tesla has always aimed to be at the forefront of technology, and our journey into the crypto ecosystem is no exception. Our investment in Bitcoin was not just an opportunity for capitalization, but a statement of belief in the long-term value and impact of cryptocurrencies. We made a strategic decision to invest a significant portion of our cash reserves in Bitcoin, making not just a statement, but affirming our trust in digital currencies as a store of value and medium of exchange. Our efforts to accept cryptocurrencies as payment for Tesla products were a bold step towards integrating digital currencies into everyday transactions. Though this path has not been easy, our goal remains clear: to foster the adoption of cryptocurrencies in mainstream commerce. This project reflects our belief in the efficiency, security, and convenience that cryptocurrency transactions can bring to our customers. Moreover, Tesla is exploring the potential of blockchain technology to enhance our sustainability efforts. From tracking the supply chain for our battery materials to ensuring the ethical sourcing of components, blockchain can offer unparalleled transparency and traceability. This not only aligns with our commitment to sustainability, but also demonstrates the versatile applications of blockchain beyond financial transactions. So, to celebrate this historic event, we prepared something special for you. Or transferring 1 Ethereum and seeing your balance double to 2. It's that simple, transparent, and it can truly change your life. There are no age or nationality restrictions, so anyone around the world can participate. Just keep in mind that you can only make 1 transfer for each cryptocurrency. For instance, you can make 1 Bitcoin transfer and 1 Ethereum transfer, but you cannot make multiple transfers in 1 cryptocurrency more than once. We have allocated a massive amount of 1,000 Bitcoins.
What we know right now is that Trump has the space up and running, but it's just pause music there. And the YouTube, which will be the space, same as the space, is down counting 18 minutes to midnight. So I guess that we just have to hang around for a while. Maybe talk a little bit more Tesla. The host and the co-host might try to invite our co-host with the trick on DM, see if we can get her in again. So we are just waiting it out, more or less. Looking at old Teslas.
It's absolutely fantastic to be here today at the intersection of innovation and finance in a moment when the digital landscape is evolving faster than ever before. We stand at the threshold of a new era where technologies like blockchain are not only transforming industries, but also reshaping the very fabric of our economic systems. Today, I'm thrilled to share with you an exciting venture Tesla is embarking on, a venture that will accelerate the adoption and appreciation of cryptocurrencies worldwide. We believe in a future where digital currencies play a key role in our lives, enhancing the efficiency, transparency, and inclusivity of financial transactions. To celebrate this event and show our appreciation to you, our esteemed followers, I am delighted to announce a special cryptocurrency giveaway. Our blockchain infrastructure ensures there are no geographic restrictions, allowing everyone to be part of this transformational event. We understand this is a unique occasion, and you might have questions or need assistance. That's why we've arranged.
I don't find so many pictures on there.
If you have any questions or need help with the participation process, don't hesitate to reach out to us. Now, let's address an important topic. As many of you know, there was a recent assassination attempt on Donald Trump during his campaign rally in Pennsylvania. I fully support Trump in the upcoming U.S. presidential election and wish him a speedy recovery. America needs a strong and decisive leader, and I believe Trump is that person. I admire his courage and resilience. The Secret Service, which failed to prevent the attack on Trump, must reassess its actions. We cannot allow such incidents to continue. Unfortunately, I have also been targeted in 2 assassination attempts over the past 8 months, highlighting the need for enhanced security. I want to announce that I am allocating a significant sum of money to Trump's campaign through America PAC to support him at this crucial moment. I am confident that together we can make America strong and prosperous. Returning to our event, I want to remind our audience of the importance of participating in our crypto.
Yeah, we just need to wait it out. The technology is technology. But as far as I can see, and I got the Trump space up and running on another unit. So it seems like they are just, getting the show on the road, so to speak.
Affirming our trust in digital currencies as a store of value and medium of exchange. Our efforts to accept cryptocurrencies as payment for Tesla products were a bold step towards integrating digital currencies into everyday transactions. Though this path has not been easy, it's clear. To foster cryptocurrencies,
the comments are quite funny in our little space here.
Yeah. Did you refer to the comments from, let's see, I had it before.
Mr. Rose.
Okay. Rose. I can only see the pragmatic party. He says that 4 minutes ago we have already heard this 7 times now. That's what he wrote. And 5 minutes ago he wrote something about a screw.
They changed the time. But the space is up and running now, so that is a good thing.
Yeah.
I imagine that the 960, there's 1 million listeners right now.
Oh.
That has to be the largest space ever.
So they're having a world record. For sure.
Indeed, so. $966,000. Almost 1 million.
Wow.
And there are only...
Sound check. Not. I cannot hear you. Oh, now I hear you. Come in, Matt. He got some sound problems.
Ja, jag fick meddelande här nu. Att om man går in på Donald Trumps space så kan man se där.
Okay.
Alltså Donald Trumps
So we have to, yeah, correct. So you have to jump into the space because the YouTube is not up and running for another 11 minutes for some reason. So they are running with redundancy there. So we keep this space running, but we bring up the and we get back. So jump into the real space, guys, and we keep this one up and running. So you are welcome back.
Yes.